Every Friday, we wrap up our podcast week, so to speak, with a tradition presented by our friends at Local Environmental Services. You can keep it local at localenvironmental.ca today. It's a chance for you to get whatever you need off your chest. Earmuffs, kids, because it's time for Trash Talk! Yeah, that's right. This one here from Megan, who sent us an email to talk@ryanjesperson.com. She says, Ryan, Johnny, and the rest of the Real Talk audience, you're all wrong. The most spectacular athlete in Canada right now is decathlon gold medal winner Damian Warner. Megan says, while not the most well-known athlete in the world, like you guys talking about Alphonso Davies versus Connor McDavid, it is generally accepted in the athletics world that the decathlon winner is the greatest of all time. Second place in Canada, she says, soccer legend Christine Sinclair. Third place, Alphonso Davies. Respectfully submitted, she signs off. Megan, what about this one from Albert, who says, please allow me to give your audience a view that is being withheld from them. It says, auto-loading rifles are without a question the most dangerous rifle a hunter could choose. It is the fellow hunters that are in the most danger. He says, just like its name, when the gun is fired, it automatically ejects the empty and loads a live shell and is instantly ready to fire, only waiting for you to move your finger just a quarter inch. Only the auto-loaders don't give you a choice about reloading. Now, it may not seem like much, but a gun that is always ready to kill is much more dangerous when forgotten safeties and slips and things you can't control and buck fever and normal shit's happening, all pointing toward a bad accident waiting to happen. He says they're notoriously the most inaccurate gun you can buy. If you're a good hunter, accuracy's paramount. Good hunters pass up shots when the animal's vital organs are not in clear sight. Now, once a shot's fired, everything changes instantly, he says. I have little respect in the context of C-21 and talk about gun laws for hunters that would choose, out of all the very good guns available, one that is the most unsafe for their fellow hunters. He says Saskatchewan needs to shut up about guns. Can you say Colt and Bushy? Alberta, can you say assault rifles and body armor at Coots? 4 homegrown attempted murder charges? Let your fans, Jespo, know that by a huge margin, us hunters are safe. The truth is they need to know, though, that autoloaders are unsafe, even in the hands of safe hunters. Let's talk about that. That from Albert. Okay, really serious about the earmuffs on this one, everybody. This is from Nils, who says, first of all, Jesperson, this is my first communication with the show, and man, do I have some F-bombs to deploy, so heads up to all your family listeners. First of all, what the fucks? Yeah, that's plural because it deserves more than one fuck. Is Edmonton City Council's rationale for spending $100 million on bike lanes? There are way more important things that the city should be spending $100 million on than fucking bike lanes. He says, and I'm including homelessness, potholes, snow and ice removal, rec centers. Even if they spent $100 million on a grade 3 class to figure out how to work a working public transport system, it doesn't get delayed, that would have my vote over bike lanes. He says all this going green stuff is optical nonsense. We live in a city that has winter more than reasonable conditions to ride a bike. Disagree with you there, Nils. He says, but let's talk about electric cars too, and this whole phasing out gas by 2030. More going green optical nonsense. The infrastructure requirements to facilitate this is enormous. Now, I'm not opposed to being better to our planet and making our planet better, but our plans are short-sighted and verbal and optical bullshit. We're just trying to feel better about ourselves and mandate things that won't work anyway. Let's just be honest. Tell us to buy horses and carriages, because soon that'll be the only option we'll have. But our taxes will go up again, because who's going to pick up all the horse shit? Signing off, Nils, who says, P.S., much love. You want to jump in, Johnny, with your own trash talk? Oh, the live studio audience, big fans of bike lanes. What about this one from Erin, who says, if the left thinks that only the right is toxic, look at the comments of Edmonton, or rather Alberta's advanced education minister, Dimitrios Nicolaides, defending this stuff, just like Justin Trudeau as a school teacher. Can we all agree this minister is not a dumb guy? But just because people hate him, tying him to the KKK is not a good or smart thing to do. People liken Notley to the Reds, Danielle Smith to the Nazis, Jordan Peterson still teaching at University of Toronto. Do we truly believe that these students are so influenced in their classes they have no voice? I hope not. Erin says, this is why I gave up on this whole shit show a long time ago. Never run for politics. It'll only destroy empathy, any kindness that exists in your soul. People are like soccer fans, and their brand is the only one. Really? It's tyranny, says Erin. I love politics as a game, but it's like a cage match without a cage, and it hurts my heart because there's real life implications. Real life implications are what we're all about here on the show. We want to know how the stories you're hearing about are impacting you. You can send us an email anytime to talk@ryanjesperson.com. Hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Real Talk RJ. Trash Talk is presented by our friends at Local Environmental Services.